What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name is Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellanea. It's Tuesday night, and it's the live time. Time to go live. I hope everyone is doing well. I will say hello to those of you who are already in the chat in just a moment. But let me start first with the tools I will be using this evening. I have a pen here from Diamond Pen Pal. Ooh, turn this light on so you can actually see it. There we go. From Diamond Pen Pal, this is the Satura pen. It's looking actually quite light. It's blue and purple and greenish. Let me see if I can fix that. Hold, please. Let's turn our ISO up just a little bit. That's a little better. This is from Diamond Pen Pal. It's the Satura pen. You can get a pen from Diamond Pen Pal over on Etsy. Check them out. In my single placer here, I am using Ghost from Diamond Painting Daily, also found over on Etsy. It works like a glue dot. It's a liquid that turns solid. It goes from white to clear, hence the name Ghost. This is the fresh version. This is a dried version. You can see it goes clear. If it dries out in your thing, save it. It's still good. I'll explain that if anybody would like. And then in my multi-placer, I'm going to use Purple Prismatic Sparkle ... Putty from Butterfly Effect Wares. And then I've got a trash pot here as well. Isn't it cute? As well as a beautiful set of custom tweezers. Ooh, it also is a purple prismatic sparkle, don't you think? And then a trinket tray here. All of these are from B&C Creations. Over on Facebook, you can find B&C Creations. And let me get this out of the way here. We've also got a tray. This one is from Ephemera 3D over on Etsy. And this is the Deep Six, one of my favorite kinds of trays. I use the bejeezles out of that. And then the diamond painting that I'm going to work on tonight is, let's get you a picture, going to be going forward. Where is it? There it is. Evening Light by Jeremiah Kettner from Diamond Art Club. It is a 56 by 74 centimeters in square, and it is beautiful. Love it. All right. And then hello to those of you in the chat already. Hello, Shelby. Thank you for reminding everybody to boop that like button on the way in. Paula, hello, Shannon. Hello, Brenda. Tiger's Lyric, right? Tiger's Lyric. I think that's what the name is. Hello, Tiger. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Desiree. Happy you're here. Hello, Marianne and Shell. Hello, hello. It is Tiger's Lyric. Okay. And then Calf, Straw Bunny Milk, how are you? Welcome everybody to the live stream. It is Tuesday, which means that I'm ready to go live. I do have some fun diamond painting would you rather questions that I've put together for this fun evening for those of you who are new and are not usually on the live stream. Sometimes we play games on Tuesday nights, or we do tutorials and I talk about the most searched questions about diamond painting on Google. If you have at any time a question about diamond painting, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. Otherwise, we play some fun trivia games or would you rather type games that are both aggravating and entertaining. Oh, I forgot my little dragon dude here from Gary. Speaking of Gary, what's up, Gary? Howdy, howdy. And hello, Lisetta. How are you? Yeah, so we play some fun games or we do trivia. We do all kinds of things. I'm going to stick on another plastic. I'm going to stick on another release paper because I'm going to be working in this square, and I like to have the next square up covered as well so that I kind of stop, like where my square actually is. So anyway, bumping things. I'm going to just break everything, Naomi. Way to go. There we go. That'll work. Scoot you a little closer maybe. And then we can, sorry about the squeaky sounds. And then we can turn the ISO back down so you aren't super bright here. That should be a little better. Hold on. Oh, that looks good. Looking good. How's everybody doing tonight? Hello, Abby. Please tell me, what are you guys working on? Are you diamond painting? Are you driving home? Are you hanging out? What are you about this evening? If you're diamond painting, please share what you're working on. I always love to know what people are working on for diamond painting. And yes, thank you for reminding them again, Abby, to hit the like button on their way in. Look at how well this matches. Not just like let me scoot this. Hold on. Ooh, there we go. Look how well this matches. Not just the diamond painting, but like my pen and all the other things. I love it. Working on Twisted Blossom. Brenda is watching the live and watching why him and waiting for dinner. What's Why Him? Is that a movie? Working on Transients, beautiful one. And 100% wishing I had gotten it in squares. Oh, because I just like squares a lot more than rounds. Yeah. Goddess of Spring, calf. I'm so excited to see that work up because, I was going to work on it until the wheel picked evening light for me. I'm not mad about it or anything, but Goddess of Spring might need to come out of the stash this year. So we might be twinning here before too long. I think that's saying DPing an art dot lantern. I don't know. That was a lot of symbols. Confetti hell. Just want it finished. Oh no. Sorry, Desiree. And then back to Captured by Radiance. Aries. Good pick. Good pick. It's a movie with James Franco and Bryan Cranston. Ooh, I'm not familiar. I do like James Franco, though. I do. Very funny. Bryan Cranston, also hilarious. Also very funny dude. Okay, so this one, as you know, we've got a lot of diamonds on this one that needed replaced because the drills were so bad. So I'm going to pull my extra drills up here so I have them because a lot of these blues in here needed to be replaced. So we're going to do that. Let's see. We're going to go with, ooh, there's my first sign of my purples. I'm going to flip it this way. That's better. I don't know what my bird is losing her freaking mind about down there, but somebody should take care of that bird. Working on Colorful Floral Owl from DAC. Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. Bird's freaking out. I don't know what her problem is. So I picked out some leftover fairy dust from, I think this was actually in a Realizations Eric et Karen kit. And so we're gonna put these on here for the purple on the cat's eyes. I think it's gonna look really cool because it's almost got like a blue shift to the purple, and I like it. I think it's just right for kitty cat's eyes. Working on Flora Mustafa. Nice. And then, like I said, I got ready some questions for a would you rather, and this one is specifically diamond what did I call it? Like dilemmas or horrible diamond painting accidents edition. It should be fun. Evil. So evil. Okay. And then let's see, I'm just trying to decide like what I want to do first in this square, because sometimes I like to go like the outlines first, or sometimes I like to go middle and work my way out. And I think I'm going to go middle and work my way out on this one because we want to see We want to see how it's going to go. But I've been working on a DIY shop piece. And for those who are kind of newer to the diamond painting world, DIY Moon Shop is a shop that was open when DAC was still a baby company. And they actually had many of the artists that you see at Diamond Art Club now. A lot of those artists have gone on to work either for DAC or Jaded Gem Shop. You can see them at other places in the community, but in particular, DIY Moon Shop was sort of like the Rolls Royce of diamond paintings back then, and like licensed art and that sort of thing. And so you'll see that with a lot of those old DIY Moon Shop pieces, that while they might not be, the best quality, because they had computer rendering, not hand rendering really back then, and it's just the art is unbeatable for DIY Moon Shop. So the piece that I have been working on, I actually had to make a really massive change to, because some of the coloring on it just kind of looked weird. But I've been working on that. I got that done up to like the last 2 rows. I have 2 rows left on it. Yeah, work your way out, Naomi. That's right. That's right. Where are your storage pots from? Are you talking about these here? Those are from Craftmates. Let me get you the front. It's like a binder system. They fit into these plastic sleeves, and it's from Craftmates. I got Craftmates on Amazon, but they probably sell them other places too, like AliExpress or that sort of situation. But they're basically like pill containers. Honestly, there's 7 in a row. So you'd have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? If you wanted to. So you could get pill containers and do the same thing. I really like the Craftmates though. So the container itself holds 56 because it is 8 sets of 7. I really like them a lot. It's just one type of storage that I use, and I really enjoy them. You're very welcome, Shazaloo. Welcome to the live stream with the Palandra. Neva, hello. And hello, Stephanie Madison. How are you? Stephanie asks, how is everybody? Hopefully everybody is well. Yeah, and if you have any other questions about diamond painting or storage, pens, putty, whatever, you name it, throw them my way. Sorry if you're hearing my phone vibrating. I don't know if somebody's texting me or what's going on. Probably sending me messages on Discord. They look great for painful hands. Yes, actually, I do like that about them. So the way that they work is there's this button on the side. And if you look, this purple thing holds it all in place. And when you push the button, it releases the lid. So when you do hit the button, it releases all the lids at one time. See, it's like it releases all of them. But if you push the button and then pull up the lid, it actually works quite nicely. But if you drop them on the floor and it lands on that button, there is a possibility that everything can come open. So do be aware of that one fault with them. Hi, Allison. You were at church. Oh, right. Easter. 12 people total. Oh, no. Weird Easter this year. I feel like I'm used to seeing the parish from my house. I live in a really interesting, like I live on a weird 5 points because we have a Catholic parish right here. And then kitty corner this direction on my 5 points is a Muslim Dawah circle. And so we've got a little bit of everything going on down here. But yeah, usually at the Catholic parish, they do like a passion play where they reenact the crucifixion of Jesus, and it's all in Spanish, which I can understand some Spanish. I don't speak it well, but it's really interesting to watch because it's all in Spanish. And so if you have no idea what's going on, which most of the time I don't, it's actually kind of amusing because they have like these tiny children dressed as Romans and like whipping Jesus. It's very interesting. Been wanting to try out the Craftmates storage. I'm going to add it to my list so I don't forget once I get some paychecks. Yeah, put it on your Amazon wish list. It's really phenomenal. I like it a lot. Okay, wait, what color did I just do? I just did 312. I replaced those. I want to make sure my list is updated on what I've had to replace for this kit. Want to make sure I had both of these written down because yeah, I've had to replace a lot of drills. So there's 312 and that's 803. Perfect. And yes, congrats on the new job, Neva. Yeah, I had to get rid of some of those old drills. They were just a mess. So cupped. The one thing I can say though is that the glue is really fantastic. No complaints there. Can't complain about the old DAC glue, that's for sure. Old DAC grills, old DAC drills. Yes, I can, but not the glue so much. That's been all right. Yeah, the cupping was insane. Definitely crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And like it's nuts too because I've been working on the DIY moon shop, which is all acrylic drills. And so you'd think you'd be excited to go back to using resin drills after working with acrylics, but like not when the drills are kind of garbage. Not so much. Especially because acrylic tends to do pretty well sticking into glue all the time. Oh, it's cupped the other way. But yeah, I am super, super, super excited to get back to work on this one. I had thought, okay, I'll just do one row on this DIY moon, and then I'll go back to, like circulating like I had been doing, where I do a row on this and then a row on my cottage core, which DP for the cottage core DP along that we're doing in the Discord. And I just kind of got in the DIY moon shop. I was enjoying it too much. I was liking it too much, I tell ya. Sometimes when you're just feeling a diamond painting, you got to stick with it. It's like if you're enjoying it, just stick with it. Why the heck not? Okay, so like I said, I set up some questions to ask everyone, including myself. I've got to answer too for diamond painting disasters. Would you rather? Hello, Allie Bean. You did. Oh, good. Okay. Allie Bean, you might have been the reason why I missed out on a couple of those scents. Did you get the floral? Because somebody else was ordering some for me at the same time, and the floral went poof while she was placing her order. Yes, if you are a hard placer, highly recommend using butterfly effect wares. It is excellent putty for people who are hard placers. In fact, I mean, butterfly effect wares works for literally everybody, but it's especially good if you're a harder placer like I. Just shows you how far diamond painting manufacturing has come. Yes, even in the early days, DAC was at the top of the quality list. Now, years later, we look back at their older materials and consider it's very true, Shell. Very, very true. And this diamond painting is from 2019. So this would have been early days of Diamond Art Club manufacturing their own drills. And I, oof, like if I didn't have the spares for this kit, I probably would have been really, really bummed out. I managed to find enough spares to cover everything, thankfully, because I save all my spares. And yeah, it would have been one of those disaster situations where I would have just had to have stuck them all down and hope for the best that everything would stick. And that would have also been when they were doing acrylic rounds. They didn't do acrylic rounds for very long, just long enough basically to start manufacturing their own drills. And yeah, definitely some differences in quality for sure. Stephanie Madison says, I need to keep that in mind because I'm a hard placer. Yes, it's called Butterfly Effect Wares, and it is a phenomenal putty for just about anybody. Lighter placers tend to recommend for much lighter placers to go to Black Dahlia Diamond Art does a really great putty for light placers. Shout out to Shell in the chat. There's also Randa's Crafty Corner does a really nice putty for people who are really light placers. You want something a little stickier because otherwise, when you place so lightly, the drills don't want to stick in the putty at all. And so you want something a little bit stickier, a little stringier almost. You got the last Skittles. What's up, Noelle? What's good with you? Kath says, love my Butterfly Effect Wears pen. They're really beautiful pens. They're too skinny for me personally. I got to have a big old chunky pen, which is why I get mine from Diamond Pen Pal. But they have some beautiful pens, and they just released their most recent pen with a Skittles scented putty. And ooh, good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Got me some of the Skittles putty. And now they're sold out of it. Wah wah. Oh, you grabbed some Skittles too, Noelle. I was gonna talk to you about that. Oh well, didn't get in touch with you before the live. That's okay. We'll talk about it later. That's really funny. Wah wah. It's okay. Figure it out later on. Peekaboo, what's up, Tigger? Hello, Sujin. Extra is better. I agree. Well, you like randas for hard placing. Okay. It's really hard if you live somewhere where it gets really cold in winter. Well, it gets really cold here in the winter, but it's also humid here in Wisconsin. It's Allie Bean says, I usually use Pure Bliss wax. Oh my gosh, Pure Bliss wax, I gotta say, their scents are like honestly some of my favorite. Their putty is too soft for me, but I absolutely love the smell of their putty over at Pure Bliss Wax. And their wax melts. If you can't use their putty, you can get their wax melts. Their wax melts smell amazing. In fact, I had gotten wax like for my single placer from Pure Bliss, and I still use that occasionally. I mean, I dig on my Ghost, so I don't use wax as often as I used to, but they had some of my favorite smells for wax. I've got, what do I have? This black, amber, and lavender. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I open this up just to sniff it, but you can see I used to use the crap out of this one. It smells so good. I like kind of a masculine scent though. I'm like picky that way. I like a masculine smell. And then what was the other one? I have it in here somewhere. I don't know. Putty is very soft, but if you work with it, yeah, you can manage. What's up, Laura? Hi, Anxiety Art Adventures. Tigger's driving home. Melting is the issue all the time for me, even with the AC on. Yeah. Yes, yes. But yeah, I love their smells over there. I think I think some of it is, and this is just what I've been told by people who make putties, is that some of the sweeter smelling essential oils and the more essential oils that you use in the putty actually makes it stickier. So the less essential oils that you use and the less sweet smelling oils that you use makes for a drier putty, I guess. It also has to do with what you use for like a drying agent or what have you, because I know some people use, instead of using like a potato starch, they'll use something like arrowroot powder, which also makes a difference. I mean, I don't know. I don't make putty, so I couldn't tell you. I don't know all the ins and outs of making putty. I just know what a couple of people have told me. But my top three for just for me personally is I use butterfly effect wares. That's like my number one go-to putty because I'm a hard placer. And then Putty Cracker and Patsy Putty also as a I would say a tie for second place with the other two. Faceted Fox has been another one that I'm really enjoying the putty. It's worked lovely. I need to get myself more of that. Shell says a lot of essential oils actually degrade the putty, making it very sticky and stringy. If I'm using an essential oil, I always blend it with a starch to remove a lot of the excess. M word that I can't say. Neva says, I just have to be really careful with scents because migraines. Same, Neva. I can't do or like strong scents because yes, I also get really bad headaches. So to answer your question, Allie, they do have really smelly scents, but it's not overpowering. And if it is kind of overpowering, I just take them out of their little thingy and leave them to dry out a little bit. It kind of takes the smell away too. So I just take them out of their little container thingy and let them dry. But yeah, I would say that Butterfly Effectwares definitely has a stronger smelling putty, but it's not sticky. It's always dry. I don't know how they do it. Potent, yeah. Is your drill box E. Arden? My drill box. You talking about this right here? My tray? Or do you mean these things? I can't use patty wax because of the scent. Yeah, they do. They do have some really strong scents. They're super sticky. Neva is actually scentless. These things. Okay, these things are from Craftmates. You can find them on Amazon. And they come with like a binder sort of thing with plastic in it. And then these slide into it. There it holds 4 on each side for a total of 56 in each thing. Like there's 7 of these. Ooh, that one's partially open. There's 7 in each of these, and then each side of the binder holds 4. So it has a total of 56 containers. They're sort of like pillbox things, like days of the week pillboxes. So if you don't care about not having a case to put them in, you could get pillboxes. It'll work the same. You love the super sticky. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also got a couple of things of patty wax that I didn't end up using and I gave them away as prizes. Yes, Craftmates. You bet. You bet, Tiger's Lyric. Creations Morin and Tater Tots Creation make a decent putty. Tater Tots was a bit sticky for me personally, but I've heard a lot of people say that they really enjoy Tater Tots as well. I've heard good things. Do you have a Patreon? You mentioned a Discord. I don't have a Patreon set up. My members are set up via YouTube. If you have an iPhone, for whatever reason, iPhones don't like to communicate with YouTube. If you look up, there's actually instructions on how to join members if you have an iPhone. So if you Google that, it should give you better instructions. It's something with the Apple Store that doesn't communicate well with YouTube's members program. I used to have a Patreon, but I didn't want to do it in both places. I thought that that would be like weird. I don't know. But the Discord is free. If you're looking to join, it's totally free. I can get you a link if anybody wants a link for the Discord. Yeah, Laura, I remember you used to make wee wax, right? Or you still make wee wax, right, Laura? So I used to make putty, but it was really tough on my hands. Laura from Anxiety Art, I'm pretty sure is wee wax. I could be crazy, but I think I remember that. Yes, please. Okay, let me get you a Discord link. Yes, indeedy. All right, here we go. Copy link. You still make wee wax, just not wee putty. Okay. Go get your wee wax. What's up, Ducky? How you doing? Putty is brutal on the hands. I bet it is. I mean, especially like carpal tunnel and stuff like that. And I've tried even adding like starch or arrowroot powder or whatever to some of the stickier waxes where I like the scent, but maybe it's a little too sticky for me. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm just doing too much or what in the heck. Ooh, these are really badly cupped too. Oh, those are really bad. I don't know if I have any extra of this color. Whoa. Well, how much do I use this? Quite a bit. Shoot. Yeah, I mean, like, hold on. Let me see if I can show you without shaking it. This is an old DAT kit though. Do you see how cupped they are? Some of them look good, and then some of them it's like they're real cupped. Shoot. Well, we're gonna stick them down and see how they go. I only need 4 in this section, and I suppose if I need to switch out, then we'll see what we can do. I've already switched out 8 colors in this kit, so I only needed 4 drills there. We're gonna see how it goes. If I need to switch, I'll switch later on. They look 92% good. Yeah. That's why you pay people good money to make the putty for you, Josh. Yes, me too. Yeah, Ducky made it this time. 2%. And I'm probably slightly pickier than most people when it comes to how cupped I like my drills to be, honestly. And I stick the suckers down really, really hard. So if they're not sticking down, probably a glue problem. I don't know. It's something. All right. Where's V939? Did I replace these? I don't think, maybe I didn't. I don't think I needed to do these. I think these ones were okay. Yeah, those look okay. We're going to leave those alone. Gonna unwind and read / go to bed. It's 3 a.m. Oh, Allie Bean, go get some rest. Read a book or listen to a book, whatever you like to do. Thanks for stopping in. Come and see me again sometime. I appreciate you stopping in. Okay, are you guys ready to play some Would You Rather? Diamond Painting Disasters Edition. This ought to get everybody good and angry. That should. Now remember, okay, rules are you can't say neither. That's not fair. You have to answer the question. All right. Are you guys ready to answer the question? Because I'll answer the question. All right. Question number 1. Would you rather spill half your drills on carpet or knock over your tray right after you open your section? So they get all over your new section. Would you rather spill half your drills on the carpet or knock over your tray right after you open your section? What do you think? I feel like for me personally, I would rather pick them off of the canvas than out of the carpet. Yeah, you could say, ooh, put a pantyhose over your vacuum and blah, blah, blah. I won't do that. I'm not going to go all the way downstairs, lug my vacuum upstairs, put a pantyhose. I don't even have a pantyhose, to be honest with you. So that's already out of the question. Knock over the tray. It's easier to clean off the canvas. Yes. At least the section is cleaner than my floor. Yes. Yes. It's like, then I'm just picking out dog hair, cat hair, my hair, all the hair. So yeah, definitely going with, I'm just going to take it off the canvas. I'd rather just drop my drills all over my freshly opened square than on my carpet, because that doesn't get nearly as much attention as a canvas will. I did vacuum today. That was a mild disaster, which I'll talk about in my whip and chat, but I did vacuum today. It needed it badly. Do they still make pantyhose? Maybe. I don't know. Listen, my drag queen friends say yes, that they do. Just barely. 1941 called and they want their pantyhose back. True story. Yeah, I don't even know. I would have to like buy pantyhose with the express like reason of vacuuming drills up off the floor. Like, nah, pass. Hard pass. Okay, question number 2. Would you rather run out of one color at 99% completion or lose your wax or putty, all of it, mid-session, so that you can't find any more wax or putty mid-section? Would you rather run out of one color at 99% completion or lose your wax or putty, all of it, mid-session? I can language. Yeah, would you rather or run out of a color when you're almost done, or run out of all of your wax and putty mid-session? Well, I have spares, and so I would be okay with running out of a color. But like running out of all of my wax and putty mid-session would be devastating. I just wouldn't let that happen. You gotta be proactive about that stuff. That's why you have a crazy amount like I do. Like you gotta have a collection of putty so you never run out. True story. Lose putty mid-session. I can get it faster. Yeah, because if Stephanie, if you don't have the spares, you're going to be waiting a while to get those spares from wherever the heck you're getting them from. Or you hit up a nice friend and you say, "Hey friend, do you have this color? I need it." Just use spit. Ooh. Sujin said, "I don't think it's physically possible for me to run out of wax and putty." Be a lady. Dirty. Ew. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Am I to understand, Sujin, that you didn't know what the expression brown chicken, brown cow means? I don't mean to single you out, but I'm totally singling you out to ask you. You didn't know what like brown chicken, brown cow, you didn't know what that was referencing? I heard that from little birdie. Little birdie told me. If you have another kit with that same color and shape, there you go. Shell's got a big brain. Big brain thinking. You're innocent. Sujin. Nuh-uh. I don't buy it. You don't know what that well, okay, but Desiree, you're also not from America. So brown chicken, brown cow is a reference to the bow chicka wow wow, which was like how to put this. You were also raised of a religion that was very sheltered. So it doesn't surprise me that you wouldn't know that either. Like 70s um movies that included people not wearing any clothes that actors and I use the term loosely like Ron Jeremy would have been in um movies like Deep Throat. The music in there was like bow chicka bow wow waka waka wow 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 wow. So then there was somebody who realized that bow chicka wow wow sounded like brown chicken, brown cow. And now you know. Adult movies. Adult movies. Yes. Slang for the horizontal bop. Yes, that. Sexy time. Now you've all learned. Brown chicken, brown cow. Funky slap bass lines. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I still have so much to learn. Yeah, very, very 70s porn stash. Very that. Like if somebody was about to get down, you knew they were about to get down because that's when the back chicka wow waka wow wow waka waka wow wow waka wow wow would start in the movie. And that's when little kids close your eyes. Cover your eyes. Thankfully I never even as a child walked in on anybody watching said type of movie, but I knew what they were. I knew of them. Peripherally aware, if you will. That is all you need to know. End of corrupting the youth. Yes, very that. Oh man. Okay, next question. Would you rather work with a bent placer forever or a really crappy tray? Would you rather work with a bent placer forever or a really crappy tray? I'm already working with a bent placer. I know it's hard to tell, but this is absolutely a bent. Do you see it? It definitely bend in it. I bend placers like nobody's business. It's from the hard placing. I can't help myself. But you know that those drills are on the damn canvas. They're not coming off. I can't buy those 3D printed ones because I would absolutely destroy them so fast. They would be just gone, dead, cracked, broken. So I'll work with a bent placer forever. I don't care because I'm gonna bend it anyway. Might as well just use it until it dies. But like a crappy tray, I can't go back, man. I can't go back to crappy trays. I really just can't. Doesn't say how bent. So I say lightly bent placer. Yeah, see, I can't use a 10, Desiree. I can't because my my anything over a 10 place, like this is an 8, okay? Anything over an 8 placer, I turn it into an IUD. Like it's not good news. It's bad news bears. Um, so I use an 8 placer because I would completely destroy a 10 placer within at least a painting. It'd just be done for. Oh, I gotta scoot this over. Hold on a second. Got to scoot over my release paper a little bit. Scoot the release paper. Scoot it over. My little section is wonky here. There we go. That's a little better. That's better. I also need to use a cover minder because this it keeps trying to roll backwards on me and it's driving me nuts. So let's use, how about we can use this matching one. Where's the other? Where the other? Okay, maybe not that one. All right, fine. We'll use this. We'll use the frog. Magic frog. There we go. There we go. IUD, that I know. Yes. You broke 2 plastic 7 placers. Bring it on. Yes. Okay, let's see. How about next question? Would you rather drop your drill container and it busts open or mix up 2 very similar shades? Let's, instead of saying mix up, let's say mix, not just mix up, because yeah, mixing up 2 similar colors, whatever, you can keep going. I mean, you end up with the colors together in your like storage, right? You mix them. So would you rather drop your container with your drills in it and it busts open, or mix 2 very similar colors together? And can I tell you how often I mix 2 very similar or even different colors together? Often, very, very often. That sometimes I will just leave it. I don't even care. I'll leave it. I'll leave them mixed up and then I'll like work them as I go and just keep going. It was like, well, I guess those live together now. And I leave them together and just make it work in the tray. Drop drill. Staring at 2 colors, 1 shade different is not fun. Yes, Froggy. Shake the 2 colors. Yes, mix them. You just did that and sorted it. Yeah, usually I will honestly just leave them together and then pick them like as I'm going along. I'm just like, okay, here's this color. Okay, now here's this color. Here's this color. Now here's this color. Because I don't got time for that. I'm not saying that I don't end up separating those colors eventually, but I can work with them like that if I absolutely have to. Then it's like, well, this is what happens. And when I've done it with like 823 and 939, when I'm done with the whole kit, I just throw them away. I'm like, forget it. I'm not I'm not going through the trouble of separating those. I got plenty of extras. Like those are going in the garbage. 336 and 823 is another one, or like this I mean, even any of these blues really, like 796 and 803 are very close. It's like, nope, that's where you live now. That's your new home, all mixed up together. You love it, don't lie. That's how you like life. Living together in the tray. Like not even gonna spend my time on that. I've just done it too many times at this point. Oh, there we go. There, now we got a kitty cat. Very cute. Very cute kitty cat. Okay, let's go like this. I'm gonna go like this. I already used these, and yeah, they're a little cupped, but they're not awful, so we're gonna keep these. 336 and 823 are roommates for your current canvas. Yes. To be fair, it did sit for a week before I ended up sorting them. Yep. Sometimes you just sort of look at it and go, I guess this is my life. Oh. Would you rather lose your favorite lose your multi-placer or your favorite pen? Would you rather lose your multi-placer or your favorite pen? Well, in both situations, thankfully, I have like something that I can use to replace it. So if it came down to it, I'm gonna pick losing my multi-placer because I've got a spare multi-placer. Whereas like this, everybody knows is my favorite pen. Yes, I have other pens that are shaped like it, that I enjoy using very much, but I use this one a lot. I mean, this is the one you guys see the most, right? I would be pretty devastated if this got lost or broken. So, knock on my brain, it doesn't happen. I would much rather lose my multi-placer. I can put a plastic one in there or whatever. Ooh, Desiree says, I'm hoping my favorite pen is still in store for me. Oh, yes. Oh, I was going to ask you, Desiree, while you're here and you have a visual to look at, the way that these turn out, the intention pens, it's not as thick as mine, because I don't use that size blank, but it is still a thicker turn because I like to keep them a little bit thicker. I can do thin with these, but I like to keep them a little thicker so that it's not like messing up the stones or anything like that. So, like this one, the Leo one, it's still pretty chunky, but it's not as chunky as like my pen is. You can see mine is quite a bit chunkier. Is something like this going to work out okay for you? Not necessarily this turn, but something this size. Let me know if that is a good size, because like it's still pretty chunky. It's hefty. It's a good sized one. But this is the size of a turn I like to do on these kinds of pens, though I can go thinner. Sujan said chunker. I mean, because it is chunk. I mean, compared to, let's see, compared to this one from Mystic Makers. Mystic Makers does a thinner pen, right? This is a Mystic Makers, and in comparison, you can see it's definitely chunkier than that. Yeah, mine is thick, and the Satura is a chonk. Chonker. I think it'll be fine, but yes, different turn. Yes. No, we did not talk about wood. If you want to email me on that, if there's something specific that you want, because I've got access to a lot of different wood. So depending on what kind of wood specifically that you want, if there is something, I'm sure. You more or less just talked about what you wanted it to do, and then we talked about colors, but not wood specifically. Yeah, I don't want to be losing my favorite pen. I don't think anybody else wants to lose their favorite pen either, huh? The one on my left side. Oh, ooh, the mahogany? That's mahogany. You wanted a darker wood? This one? That's mahogany. This one has ash and I believe elm, the Leo pen. But I've also got like zebra wood, ebony. I mean, you name it. I also have a smallish piece of Honduran rosewood coming. Tiger's lyric says all of them are my favorite pens. Oh no, mahoglog, not a mahoglog. You turned pens. I need another pen and another diamond canvas. Oh, okay. Tiger's lyric. My email address is up here on the screen. I can tell you a little bit more about the pens that I turn. They're expensive. Forewarning, they're expensive, but that's because I do a lot of very involved things to the pens. They're not just resin and wood. There's real stone in there. There's herbs. I put a little magic juju in there. But yeah, it's houseofmiscellanea@gmail.com, but all one word. Go back in my emails. Maybe talk about wood. Oh, okay. I can check it out. Which wood would the wood witch pick if a which wood which wood? Which would the wood witch pick if a wood witch would? Interesting. Box was pretty full, so I couldn't send a large piece. That's okay. No, we're not going there, Sujin, with the damn wristwatch anymore. It's either Irish wrist. Dang it! Irish wrist watch or a Swiss wrist watch. But you have to say it fast, and I can't. I can't say it. It's a Swiss. Nope. I got nothing for you. So dumb. Cool whip. Yes. It's cool whip. Okay. Next question. Would you rather would you rather realize that you placed drills on the wrong symbol for an hour, or your canvas has an printing error? Would you rather realize you had placed drills on the wrong symbol for an hour, or find out the canvas has a printing error? Oh man. Well, if the canvas has a printing error, that's not something I did and not something that can be fixed necessarily. I mean, by the company it can, but then they're probably going to just decide to archive it or not deal with it, because then they got to go back and blah 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 blah. So when I place the wrong color for an hour, that's something that I can fix. How do I find out the printer error happened? I'm assuming that, like, well, because it's happened before where, somebody's working on the canvas and they realize, like, oh, wait, this color is not what it's supposed to be. And they contact the company and they say, like, hey, this is really weird. Like, something's gone on. And then, because that's happened with even a couple DAC canvases, and those either were recharted or archived. And if I bought it, I want to keep it. I don't want to have it archived on me, right? I mean, what if it was a Morales? Game over. I guess I just got to learn how to chart things, then fix it myself. Because it does happen. Printing errors do happen. I'd rather place the wrong color, I guess. Because, yeah. Neva says, I hate both. That's the beauty of this game. Stewie. Very Stewie with the cool whip. That's when I tape off an area and go to bed, deal with it tomorrow. I'm tired at that point. Yep, absolutely. Like, forget it. I'm too tired for this. I'm going to bed. I don't want to deal. Has anybody else actually cried about doing that? I have absolutely cried about doing that because I thought I was like so close to done with either the section or the diamond painting. And I'm like, yes, I'm almost done. And I placed the wrong color for an hour. And I'm like, shit, I hate my life. I give up. I officially quit. I'm going to bed. I don't want to do this anymore. I haven't like gotten as extreme as like I'm gonna throw this away, but I've definitely gotten very frustrated and went, I just need to go to sleep. Clearly, I was too tired and I should have been doing this in the first place. I've definitely cried and then put the canvas away. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. All right. Would you rather your cat or dog step on your canvas or you drag your sleeve across your canvas? Okay. Well, first, I don't let my animals near my canvas. I don't place it anywhere near the floor or anywhere where they would be stepping on it. And like my cat knows better than to walk on my desk. Granted, yeah, she used to jump down like on the corner of my desk and shake the whole world, but she doesn't walk anywhere near my canvases. I'd rather it be my own fault. You know what I mean? Rather than my animal's fault because I can't be mad at them. It's not like, they're just doing what animals do. I mean, I'm going to be mad at them. But could you imagine a giant beans footprint in the middle of my section? But your cats like to lick the glue. Oh, tasty glue, tasty glue. Your dogs are ashes. Oh, no. Well, don't shake ashes on your canvas. That's not good either. I have definitely stuck my hair in my canvas before, like the hair on my head. Your cat peed on a canvas? That's a dead cat. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. That's a cat that's just got to go. Don't you be peeing on my canvases, cat. We can't be friends. Did you like not pay your cat and it decided to take it out on your canvas or what? That would be me and that cat are in a fight forever. I'd be like, well, to sell your feet pics online, cat, because you got to pay for this canvas. Time to sell your feet pics or just your feet. Cats are not able to get at it. Good. How about when you start painting at 6 p.m., look up at the clock and it's 4 a.m.? Tiger's lyric, that happens to me so much. So much. Okay. Would you rather? Would you rather your wax or putty get contaminated with fuzz so it's not sticky anymore, or your drills stick poorly no matter what? Took a lot of urine remover and grace to move on. Yeah, I would be pretty devastated. Okay, so fuzz in your wax or putty, or your glue is not sticky no matter what. I mean, I can replace the putty or the wax. Uh, and yes, I do have a trick, obviously, when the glue is not working with regard to like the alcohol spray trick. But no matter what I do, it's not sticky. I mean, I can't do the diamond painting if it will not be sticky. So yeah, we're fuzzy wax or putty on that one. Just I mean, granted, yeah, some putty is real expensive, but I don't know, man. I can't not have a sticky surface to work with, or it's just not working. that point, it's like, can't do it. Can't do it. Okay, let's see. Static powder on the drills has me dealing with that. Yeah, Gary, I'm sure. Ugh, gross. Um, okay, on that same vein, would you rather have popping drills constantly or drills that won't stick at all? Would you rather deal with popping drills or drills that aren't wanting to stick? I haven't, okay, to be fair, I haven't dealt with drills. When's the last time I dealt with popping drills? Okay, so it's been a long time. I worked on Try to Follow from Diamond Art Club when I hit 1,000 subscribers. And on that one in particular, I just kept on losing more and more and more space as I went on. And I actually had to drop a row, not like a whole row. I don't mean like this row. I mean like a row this way. It was thankfully in a black section. So you would never even know it's, I mean, I know it's there, and now you guys know it's there because I've told you. But if you looked at the canvas, like it would take you a hot minute before you knew where it was that happened because it was so tight. I just could not get the drills tighter no matter what I do. And I'm not like I've been diamond painting for I had been diamond painting for a while at that point. Like I was used to working on squares. Um, so I haven't had a canvas where the drills were so tight in like a long time where they were popping. Because I do, like you, Desiree, I like to pop them back into place. Like I enjoy that. Mm, But Josh says I already deal with popping. Oh my God, guess who's here, you guys? Hold on a second. Come here, you. Oh, she didn't bark, but she came up to see you. It's sugar shame time. Sugar, sugar shame time. Ever since I'm not downstairs anymore. Oh, she's sticking out her little tongue. Do you see her? Sugar. This is my little Chihuahua Sugar. She's a cutie with a little face and her little tongue hanging out of her mouth. She's always got her tongue hanging out of her mouth because she's got a really bad overbite. But this is Sugar. She's a sweet dog. Here's her little toe beans. There are some sugar toe beans for you. Nice and fluffy. But this is Sugar. She came up to see me with her little tongue sticking out of her mouth. That's Sugar. She's usually don't lick inside my mouth. Don't lick inside. Yeah, 3 feet pics. Don't lick in my mouth. We don't do that. No licking in the mouth. There you go. There you go. She also knows that it means getting a scritch. Getting a scritch is. She's sweet. You sweet girl. Little sweet Sugar. Yeah, go sleep. There you go. Go to sleep. Don't pee. That's right. Don't pee on my canvas. Don't walk on my canvas. Don't pee in my carpet. I just vacuumed up here. Thank you, Tigers. Oh, and there's a dog hair. Thank you, Tigers Lyric. She's my sweet little girl. She's a very sweet dog. But she's usually not up here for me to sugar shame her. She hasn't been for a while, so you gotta sugar shame tonight. And free feet pics. Woohoo! So yeah, I haven't dealt with a super tight canvas in a really long time, but I'd rather pop the drills into place than yeah, not have my glue working because again, like glue troubles already drive me nuts and I deal with enough glue issues all the time that at this point I'm like a freaking professional at dealing with it. Okay. Would you rather would you rather lose your sticker sheet to put stickers on your stuff or have your symbols be super blurry? Now, hello, Liana. Now, I've dealt with, well, I've dealt with both situations. One, not having a sticker sheet, didn't come with one. It's the first time I've ever had a DAC that came without a sticker sheet. So I was like very confused. So the even the DIY moons, they don't have sticker sheets, but they have like a legend or whatever that you could, I suppose, turn them into stickers, or you could, do something with them if you wanted to. But I have worked on a canvas where the symbols were super blurry. That is awful. Um, the one in particular that comes to mind is Maban by Anne Julie Aubry. And that one, it was so freaking hard to figure out where everything was supposed to go. I was just had a hard time with that one. I ended up finishing it, but it was like, man, even with a magnifying glass, you couldn't tell what the heck the symbols were supposed to be. That was one that was the reason that they ended up ours, was because the symbols were so blurry on it. You just couldn't see what you were supposed to do. So I've got a little brother sticker maker or whatever that I could make my own stickers. I mean, granted, I don't have every symbol. I can draw them if I need to. But dealing with blurry symbols, never again. Like, yikes. I'll figure it out with a sticker sheet. You're vision impaired, and it makes me feel so bad when things are blurry and I feel like I'm not good enough. Oh, Desiree, yeah, that sucks. That definitely sucks. And yeah, you could use washi tape, like Marianne says. You could use a washi tape if you want to, or like you figure it out. But blurry symbols, no thank you. Hard pass on that. Okay. Would you rather sorry, I'm reading through some of these. Okay. Would you rather give up all of your storage systems or all of your nice trays? Ooh, that's mean. Would you rather give up all of your storage systems or all of your nice trays? Gosh, that's mean. I mean, here's the thing. I have a lot of varying types of storage because there's a different storage for every job, right? Like I don't necessarily use the same type of storage for every type of canvas because there's definitely the correct type of storage for each different job that I need to do. But I don't know, man. I like give up all of my good trays. I mean, if we're talking like I'm not allowed to replace any of them, then I guess trays. I don't know, man. I really like my storage systems that I have, all the varying ones that I have. Um I mean, yes, I could conceivably switch to like Ziploc bags because I've done that. I mean, when I first started diamond painting, like first time ever, I used to um you know how like when you receive the kit, okay, whatever kind of kit it is, um and you let me show you. Okay. So when you get your kit and it's in these types of baggies, right? Those sorts of baggies, what I would do is I cut a corner and then I would pour those into my tray, and then I would use my tray, pour them back into the baggie, and then fold it and tape it closed. And I used to keep those in a Ziploc bag. And that was the way that I did all of my diamond painting back then. Was I would just pour them out of their little like original baggies. Did it suck? Yes, it sucked. Did it suck enough that I would give up all of my nice trays? I don't know. I will go with give up my nice trays because I really like storage. Your storage systems have trays too. Ooh. You can eat a lot of Tic Tacs. Tigger, I love it. I love it. I'll just have Gary make me new trays. That's my solution. Would you rather oh, that's just mean. We're not going there. Would you rather dim lighting forever or with a blinding glare on your canvas, which actually I do have that often, a blinding glare on my canvas from this little lamp that I use. I always kind of have a blinding glare on my canvas. So I just kind of like, you know, go left, go right, whatever way I need to go to get the glare out of my way. So I'm going to go with glare on my canvas. I can deal with it. I'll just have to bend left, bend right, bend left, bend right so I can see what I'm doing. Dim lighting, I don't know. It'd be really freaking hard to diamond paint with really dim lighting. I imagine you'd really damage your eyes after a while with that too. Okay. Would you rather okay. Would you rather only use square drills that don't fit or that won't line up? Rounds that won't line up. Because squares not fitting can mean a couple of things, right? Either A, they're too tight, or B, they're too loose. Too tight, too loose, even more frustrating. The rounds, if they're not perfectly straight, I can at least still do the damn diamond painting. Whereas if it's a square that's really, really, really loose, I hate it. That is like, that's when I would have to quit. Geez, throw my pen. I would have to quit diamond if it was just square canvases that were super loose. Like if that was the new square grid forever, I would have to quit diamond painting. You're like, well, and that's where the craft stops for me because I can't deal. I can't deal with a super, super, super loose square grid. Y'all are going rounds with me. That's right. Chaos gremlins, unite. Unite with me, chaos gremlins. Because yeah, no, that would just be too much. That would be way too much. Just finished your canvas, gotta go. Hubby made dinner. Good night, Desiree. Enjoy your din-dins. Oh, would you rather your drills be staticky 24/7 or coated in that anti-static powder? Give me all the static. Give me all the static. Leave that anti-static powder off my stuff. I have other methods of cutting static that I don't need the static powder. I feel like that static powder, Gary's dealing with it. It ruins your putty. It's not a fun experience. Like I can deal with I can deal with like static. I have ways. I have ways of dealing with it. Like either you get yourself some freaking fabric softener sheets or alcohol or your warm breath, whatever you got to do. I'll deal with the static. Don't put that anti-static powder on my stuff. Heckin' art dot. That's right. Noelle hates both. Oh, you got a box of dryer sheets. Right. Oh man. Let's see. Would you rather? Oh, would you rather lose a whip that's 90% done or ruin a brand new kit so it can never? Would you rather lose a whip that's 90% done or ruin a brand new kit? I mean, at least I got 90% enjoyment out of it. So there's that. I mean, is it going to bug me that I never finished it? Probably. Would I possibly consider buying that one again just so I could finish it? Possibly. I mean, both would be pretty like sad. I would probably be pretty devastated about either situation. Especially if we're talking about like a Morales. Oh man, let's just not speak that into existence. Ruin a brand new kit. I haven't devoted dozens of hours to it. That's true. But Josh, what if it was a kit that like you can't replace? You absolutely cannot replace. And it's like your favorite artist and you know what I mean? Like cuz I'm thinking like okay, if this is a Morales, I don't want to lose either of them, honestly. I don't want to lose a whip and I don't want to ruin a new one. But I like your point about not having invested all of the time. That's a good point. I like that point. Salient point. I like it. If you lose it, it's still gone. True. But at least I did some of it, most of it. Mess up a new one because I can get it replaced with warranty. Ooh, Stephanie, that's a good idea. I don't know. Do they allow you to call in your warranty? Like if you were to, let's say you spilled paint thinner or something on it or paint on it by mistake, would they let you call in your warranty for that? Somebody should try that out. Like I ruined it with paint thinner. I had it in my garage for whatever reason. Somebody try that. I'm not going to try that, but somebody should try that. See how that works out for you. You never do your unicorns. They can't be whips and in danger. Through Jen. Terrible. Oh no. I can't be one of those people though. I can't. I can't be one of those people who never works on my unicorns, man. Those are the lucky ones. Okay. I haven't answered the question yet. I've been stalling. I'm sorry. I guess uh ruin a new one. I don't think I'd necessarily, if I got 90% of the way through, that I would necessarily want to um do that one all over again from the beginning. Probably wouldn't actually. And then you just hope that you can figure out a way to replace the one you ruin, Whips in Danger sounds like a good band name. Yes. Um, oh, would you rather have all your future kits be completely confetti heavy or all color blocking? Would you rather all your future kits be all confetti heavy or all color blocking? I'm probably going to go with confetti heavy. And the reason for that is completely practical. monetarily. And that is because a confetti heavy kit for me is more like bang for my buck, like more money's worth with regard to a confetti heavy kit. Because I diamond paint really quickly, right? Most people know that. I diamond paint very quickly. And with regard to diamond painting very quickly, I figure the color blocking stuff, I would just whip through them too quickly. Like I've finished some paintings in less than 24 hours, like in a day, I mean. And it was almost like, why did I spend that money? So I'm very careful, excuse me, about not buying things that are super, super, super color blocky because I don't want to waste the money, right? So I'm just, yeah, I'm gonna go with confetti heavy kit going forward because I need to make sure that I'm getting my money's worth. And some people like they love color blocking, like that is their jam, and it's worth the money to them to do a very color blocky kit, and more power to you. I just yeah, for me, I guess I'd feel more like I got my money's worth if it was really confetti heavy and took me longer to do. They're confetti heavy now, that's why I'm on here watching you. Need a break. Oh, nice, Tiger's lyric. All right, I wanna hear Noelle's answer to this. Noelle, do you want confetti or do you want color blocking? Um, let's see. Let's see here. How about some spicy hot takes, diamond painting edition? Let's play the spicy hot takes. Agree or disagree? All right. Takes. The craft itself. All right, here we go. Agree or disagree? Diamond painting is more about patience than skill, and that's okay. Hot take. Diamond painting is more about patience than skill, and that's okay. Yeah, I mean, there is a skill, obviously, to diamond painting. Like practice makes perfect or permanent or however you want to put it. But ultimately, it is more, I feel like, a patience of craft than skill. I think that's part of why I picked it. Um, because like it's still related to art. It's something that I really love the artwork, and it's something that you don't need to be a freaking nimble finger master in order to do it. That sounds like an awesome band name too, Nimble Finger Master. Yes. Ooh, these are really cupped. I forgot about that. Uh, but yeah, I do feel like it is more a craft of patience than skill, for sure. And that's kind of why just about anybody can pick it up. I mean, yeah, there's obviously a few people who it would be really, really hard to do. I've seen a lot of kits with poor placement, but people still enjoy the hobby. Yes. Yes, Britt, I agree with you. Gary says agree, but not saying skill is not involved. Right. And it does take patience to gain the skill, Josh. I agree with you. Lukewarm. Yes, it is lukewarm, Sujin. Um, oh, agree or disagree, not every finished piece is worth displaying. I absolutely agree with that. I don't think that's a super hot take. I mean, yeah, some people might think that's a hot take. Uh, that being said, just because I might not like the artwork doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't like the artwork. So, what is worth displaying to me might not be worth displaying to somebody else, and that's okay too. Though there are times when I feel like um, certain enhancements, even it's like, well, that was a choice, not something I necessarily would have done, but more power to you. It's your canvas. You do what you want to. There are also some artists, like I said, that I don't personally care for. That for me, it would be a That is not even worth hanging. But for somebody else, maybe that's your jam. I don't know. But I definitely agree that some diamond paintings are not worth hanging. Sometimes they're just fun to work on. This is a very milquetoast hot take. White bread. Ooh, you love working on down the rabbit hole, but don't see yourself ever hanging it. Yep. You like your poo poo kits, Sujin? Oh no. Um. Okay. This is interesting. Um. Square drills. Agree or disagree? Square drills look better, but rounds are more enjoyable. Square drills look better, but rounds are more enjoyable. I disagree. Actually, I like square drill kits. Like, I prefer them. And yes, I also think that they look better. I think they look better and they're more enjoyable to work on. But definitely, I think they look better. But I don't think that rounds are more enjoyable. I do like to have a round kit break every now and again, but I don't think that working on rounds is more enjoyable than working on squares. Depends on the. Yep, Sujin, that's also true. That is definitely also true. You get a really shitty square drill field, and oof, yeah, forget about it. Rounds are definitely preferable to that. I can say though, with regard to a round, I've never met a round drill field that I didn't like. You know what I mean? At least with rounds, if it has a really loose round drill field, like it's not like a destroyer of that particular kit, for instance. Depends on the image you're doing. Yeah, and that can be a big part of it too, the image. Can I agree ish? Sure, why not? Why is there a poop? You know, Sujin, that's a very good question. Why is there a poop emoji with its tongue sticking out? I don't know. I don't know why that exists. Um, oh, here we go. Agree or disagree, cheap kits can sometimes outperform expensive ones. Cheap kits can outperform expensive ones. I gotta say, I've been on the diamond painting subreddit, okay, and I've seen some finishes on there, and I was like, damn, that the drill field looks phenomenal. I mean, granted, not all of it, but a lot of it is AI art. So that's kind of subjective as far as the art is concerned, but the quality of the kit itself is pretty impressive for like a budget kit or whatever. So, ooh, he's living his lips. Yeah, I think that there are some air quote budget kits out there that can kick the pants off of a licensed diamond painting company. I'm not going to name any, but it's happened. It has definitely happened. And if you meet any good examples of both, really poor quality inexpensive kits and then really good quality expensive kits, go on over to Reddit. You get to see some pretty interesting offerings over there because there are definitely some tragic mistakes too. The Queen of Hearts bought from Hobby Lobby, $5.36 is beautiful. Oh, nice. Uh-oh, what did Josh say? It has a tongue because when you lick it, it licks you. Ew. Gross. Black and white pearls. Oh, my 30 by 40 series of the plants on white bag was great for budget kits in terms of looks, but the drills were crap. Oh, and Marianne says, I have some very pretty budget kits. I bet you do. I bet you do. Um, okay. I don't think that this is a hot take. I really don't. You don't agree or disagree. You don't need a massive stash to enjoy the hobby. You don't. You really don't. Yeah, I have a large stash. But I've also taken years to acquire the stash that I have. It's mine didn't grow overnight. And if yours does grow overnight, that's my name is Paul, and that is between y'all. It's none of my business. But I don't think that you need a large stash to enjoy the hobby. I really don't. So one person has a stash to choose from to shop from whatever, and another person has 5 or 2. I think you can enjoy the hobby either way, with a stash or without a stash. When you run out of storage, it's overwhelming. I agree. I agree. Now I don't keep too many whips anymore like I used to. Like at one point I had like 12 whips and I realized that that was just not for me. And to those who have 12 whips and enjoy it, more power to you. I can't do it that way. Um but yeah, when you run out of storage, it sucks. It definitely does. To be fair though, I don't really love kidding down. That's not my favorite hobby in the whole world because, like, sort of like doing the dishes. I don't like doing the dishes either. I have a neighbor that did so many and hung so many, she stopped doing the hobby. Oh, goodness. You can only actually work them one at a time, no matter how many you whip. It's true. It's very true. Um, oh, the industry. Here we go. Agree or disagree? Some brands are overpriced purely because of hype. Eesh. Some brands are overpriced purely because of hype. Agree or disagree? I'm uh okay, yes, I agree. I think Sujin, everything's on fire. Um I do think that some brands do price the way that they price a little bit because of hype. I think hype has allowed some places to be a little more expensive than others. Now, is the hype not like, is the hype inaccurate? Eh, that's all subjective, I guess. But I do think that some places do get more because of some hype. That's all. We all know at least 5 companies like this. Mhm. Yeah, and sometimes they're worth it too. Okay, how about agree or disagree? Limited releases create unnecessary FOMO. Limited releases creates unnecessary FOMO. Um, there are more than one company that is what's the word? Guilty of this. It's not like this is singular to any one company. And I do think that limited printings of things can create FOMO. I'm sure that it's disappointing for customers of more than just Diamond Art Club get really frustrated when they go to buy something and within minutes it's sold out. I don't think that that's singular just to Diamond Art Club, as far as I'm aware. I mean, I don't buy from Dreamer a lot, but I know people who do, and they get frustrated. It creates the FOMO, but it may be arguable about it being unnecessary FOMO. Well, what is it? Okay, so Britt, question. What would you consider to be necessary FOMO? Because I mean, well, okay, so FOMO is the fear of missing out, right? For those who don't know what in the hell that means. Most people do, but not everybody does. Um, so I guess I can't I can't picture what necessary FOMO would look like. Now, do I think that it's a good way for, like, as in necessary for the business to get more business? Okay. Depends on the perspective. If I'm the company, yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. And it's true. I mean, it's a marketing tactic and it works, right? Um Whether or not it's predatory is another matter of opinion, but I I don't have like an opinion about it one way or the other necessarily in that respect, but I can understand why a company would do it to make money. I mean, cuz let's be real, like a business's whole thing is making money. So if they can make money, that's what they're going to do. Waiting 6 months to come back into stock. Yeah, and it's rough. It's rough too, especially when you're waiting for something to come back into stock. Boy, does that suck. It does. Um, ooh, okay. Agree or disagree? Not all quote licensed art is automatically high quality. Agree. I absolutely agree. There are some places that have maybe not necessarily places that are open currently, but there have been plenty of places in the past who sold licensed artwork, and the I wouldn't say that the kit was worth um, as much as what they were charging for it, and you could get better quality kits and things like that from places on like AliExpress or Temu that were better than that. I don't think license means better in the sense of quality. I do think that license means better in the sense of artists getting paid, but that's a different question. Yeah, especially in this age of AI art. Yeah. And that's the other thing too, Gary, with regard to like waiting for things to restock and whatnot. The demands in the secondary market, in the resale market, those places also get very predatory. There was an instance where someone bought something from the most recent auction over at Crashly's, and within, I would say, a couple of hours after the auction ended, they saw a video of mine where I unboxed one of those kits, and they asked me how much I paid for it originally, which to me was a very like, I plan to resell this. I got it at really, I know what they paid for it at auction because I was at the auction. They might not have realized that, but um, I know what they paid for it, and it wasn't retail. And so if they turn around and sell it in the secondary market for a lot of money, is it their fault for asking what they're going to ask for it? Or is it the fault of the person paying for it that, like let's say the pretend number, let's say they asked $300 and somebody paid $300. Is it their fault that they charged 300? No, it's whatever the market will bear out. I feel more angry at the people who are willing to pay those prices to get those kits when they're out of stock or archived or whatever, because the market's just going to charge whatever is going to bear out in the secondary market. So, I can't be mad at somebody for trying to get their money. If people would just either be patient and hold out and wait until they see a better price. Because we were actually just talking about this the other night. Um, Someone recently paid $515 for Night Melody by Margaret Morales, which was in a mystery box and is no longer available unless you're buying it in the secondary market. And because somebody is still willing to pay $515, people are still going to be out there asking for $515. Like, why wouldn't you, you know? Jen says reselling happens if someone charges low or fair and someone profits from that even a little, it doesn't matter. And that's just it. I mean, if you sell low and someone buys it low and then turns around and sells it high, do I think that that's a little bit grimy? I do. I do. But I also understand why they do it. The same as I understand why companies use FOMO. It's a marketing tactic. It's a moneymaker. You're just trying to make the most bang for your buck, right? Do I like it? No. But that's why I also don't buy things from DStash unless it is archived and then it's a price that I'm willing to pay for it. I will be patient until something hits a price that I think I can afford. I'm not going to buy something for 500 bucks. Trouble is when it inflates the market for everyone. Yeah, I agree. Hi, Peggy. I paid $45 for a Magic Gathering card recently. I could have got at my gaming store for 35, but I like the person I got it from and wanted to give them a few coffees or a happy meal, you know. Sure. Yeah, but that's a private sale. That's not the same as some of these people out here trying to get $515 for a canvas, you know. It is what it is though. Okay, that was a little hotter take. Uh where is it? Let's see. Do. Oh, agree or disagree. Influencers sometimes overhype kits. Agree or disagree. Influencers sometimes overhype kits. Yeah, I've seen it. I'm for me personally, if I don't like something, you're really not gonna get that from me. Which is probably part of why, like, if I don't like something that somebody is going to send me, I let them know right away, like, hey, I'm probably not going to be able to give you the unboxing that you're going to want for this particular artist because it's not an artist I enjoy, so please just don't send that artist to me. Because I was offered a canvas actually for unboxing fairly recently, and I had reminded the company like, "Hey, no, I really don't care for that particular artist's work, and so I don't want to give some sort of a fake unboxing for it. Like that's not going to do your company any good. If I don't like it, I'm going to have a time lying to people that I do. Do I have I seen influencers that do that? Absolutely, I have. Yes. Do I kind of sort of find it funny when I know that they don't like it and they're overhyping it? Yes, I also find that very. Uh, what, you don't like MLM wine mom energy? Oh no. Agree, but not a blanket statement. Certain influencers, yes. Yes, yes. I think so. On a related note, I was watching influencers review art supplies and they like weren't even artists. It sort of is bogus that these people give layperson hype reviews. Yeah. Well, and I feel like there are sometimes influencers that don't know much about a product at all that just hype it because they're representing a company. Do I understand why they're doing it? Sure. But I've said it before and I will say it again. My discount code is not worth anything to me if I'm just selling some bull crap. You know what I mean? Like I would much rather tell people what's up, because my dignity is not worth a discount code to me. It isn't, and it never will be. I'm not going to sell myself out for an affiliate code. That's just not going to happen. um, okay, let's see. Agree or disagree? Okay. In that same vein, agree or disagree, PR packages can bias reviews even unintentionally. So like things that influencers receive as like a PR package or a free kit or whatever can bias their reviews even unintentionally. I have seen it do that, yes. I again, not so much with me. My integrity is worth more than that. Um, in fact, there have been a few times where I may decline to put out a post review or what have you because I'm trying to get in touch with the company and let them know, hey, there's an issue. Like, let's look into this and see if it's a manufacturing thing or whatever. And B, I'm not going to give you a bull crap review on something. If I don't like it, I'm not going to tell you I do. But there are people who say that something is like the bomb.com diggity and they're not telling the truth. I think if the company providing only wants positive or fake reviews, and that's true too. There are some companies that if you were to give a negative review, they don't want anything to do with you. And it happens, yes. Abby, I agree. It happens in every community, every single one. Gary says, free stuff is always going to be hard to get too harsh on. I mean, okay, so that's another thing too. Feedback, honest feedback does not have to mean harsh feedback. Like the harsh part is really a choice of the like person giving the review, right? I will always point out the things that I don't like about something personally. Like I'm obviously not every content creator out there. If I don't like something about a kit, I'm going to tell you what I didn't like. Now, am I going to put that out there as like this was a piece of garbage? No, probably not. Because just because I don't like something also doesn't make it garbage. It's just maybe it wasn't something I enjoyed or my experience was my experience, and everybody should, judge for themselves what they like or don't like. But I don't think that somebody has to be unnecessarily harsh when they're being honest either. And I think that there are some people who they kind of like doing that. Like that's something that they actually enjoy. Is they're not just going to, and I'm not talking necessarily just in diamond painting. I'm talking like content creators across the board. Some people just really enjoy giving those harsh reviews because it means views. Talked about that in a video. I expect honest feedback on my stuff. How can I make it better if I can't solve what you don't like? Yes, very that. Very that. Let's see. Okay. Agree or disagree? Smaller shops deserve more attention than they get. Agree or disagree? Smaller shops deserve more attention than they get. Well, so smaller shops can't become larger shops if nobody knows about them. I know that there's a lot of people that, they want to work for the biggest company, right? They want to show the stuff from the most popular company or the largest company. Like, okay, are you going to work with an Etsy toy maker or do you want to work for Toys R Us, which I don't even know if that's even a company anymore, but showing my age. you know, obviously somebody wants to get sponsorships from a company like Toys R Us that maybe they don't want to work with an Etsy, but like you don't ever discover the next big thing if you don't work with the smaller companies. And so I feel like you can't have more competition for good companies, big companies, until those smaller companies get to the top. So I feel like small shops deserve as much attention as we can give them, as long as they're worthy of the attention that they're receiving. That makes sense. That's how I feel about that. Like, you can't have the next big thing if everybody's missing the next big thing. Hate when people say, I'll only buy from one company. Right. Yeah. Supply and demand. Some small companies couldn't handle being bigger. I think there's some of that too, Jen. I think that like some of those smaller companies, they can hit a boom really quickly where they're not ready for the volume of sales, and then sometimes that folds them over because they're not ready for that kind of volume and attention. So that's another factor too, but I think that's more about a company knows when they need to bring on more help. And while maybe they can't afford to have that kind of help being brought on or what have you, I think it definitely shows that if you're not putting back into your company what you're trying to get out of it, then your company is not going to become a big company anyways, you know? Smaller shops with fewer employees has greater lower head or has lower heads. Margins are smaller, so the need to make sure the customers are happy is greater. I agree. Yep. Look, I finished my section, y'all. Isn't that special? Very, very cute. We got a kitty cat butt up in here. I love it. By the way, this area of your DP is beautifully satisfying. Thank you. So are her very round yarn boobs. Her yarn boobs are very round and very satisfying. I like all the swooshes in the yarns. That's very fun. I think this one's been very enjoyable to work on, and I'm gonna do some more squares on it tonight, I think. Yes, yes, yes. But you guys, that got a little hot, right? Nothing but butts and boobs around here. That's right. Ooh, throw stuff. Yeah, that's all I have for you. We got a little hot questionnaire here. Oh, last one. Agree or disagree? Customer service matters more than brand reputation. Kind of following in what Gary had said. Customer service, I think, matters. It is your brand reputation. And if you are not ensuring that your customers feel heard and feel as though their concerns are going to be addressed and met, then you can really do yourself a huge disservice and put yourself in a really bad place if you're not taking care of your customers, because ultimately money talks. My mom used to say, money talks and bullshit walks. And it's true. It's very, very true. Josh says your customer service today is your reputation tomorrow. Bam. Look at that. Very, very true. All right, y'all. That's all I have for you. I'm going to get out of here. I've got things to do, places to go, and dogs to walk. You know what I'm saying. I hope that you guys had a good time. I enjoyed hanging out with you. I will be back on Saturday night. Otherwise, we'll be in Discord, chitty chatting, typing to each other, doing what we do. I got some stuff going on, so may or may not see you in Discord. But it's always cool to hang out with you guys. Thank you, Tiger's Lyric. She says, or they, I'm not sure if you're he or she or them, he, she, or they said, love your channel very, very much. I appreciate you very much. Don't forget to hit the like button on your of the live stream. As ever, you guys, I hope that wherever you are in this great, big, wide, wonderful world of ours, that you are having a glorious morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are right now. All right, I'll see ya. Oh, you're a she, her. Thank you, Tiger's Lyric. All right, see you next time. Bye.